Anonymous watch guy here with a full review video. Quick wrist check. We're in the CIGA Design Z Series. And today we are talking about the CIGA Design X Series. This is the CIGA Design X Series Gorilla, sent to me by CIGA Design. I do not have to return the watch. Did an unboxing on it a couple weeks ago. I've had a chance to spend some time with the watch, and I really have enjoyed it. Quick review of the specifications. CIGA Design lists this as a 44 millimeter watch. I measure it as 45 millimeters all the way across from the outside of the case to the other outside of the orange here. It is 48 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. It does have a 22 millimeter lug opening. It is 11.8 millimeters thick. You do have a push-pull crown that is signed at the 3 o'clock position, and it does have 30 meters water resistance. The back of the case is a mineral crystal. The front of the case is a sapphire crystal. And I really do like the look of the watch. It is very interesting looking, really cool design. This is a stainless steel case. It is kind of a black PVD coating on the case. It's kind of a case within a case. It's this cool design. There's actually some sort of like spring suspension system inside here. That's really kind of interesting. That's supposed to give kind of some additional stability, durability feel. It definitely does have a very strong wrist presence, wears very comfortably, feels good on the wrist. Does have a little bit of rotor wobble, a little bit of rotor noise, not as much as the Z series, but it is still there. You do have some loom on that X skeleton design. You can see that there is some loom there. I will put probably a loom shot as the cover picture for this review video. But really, really cool design. You get a nice shot of that fully skeletonized movement. Now, not a ton of information on the movement still. It is, CIGA Design calls it the CD01 movement and says that it is internally developed. It does appear to be a seagull movement. It is a Chinese movement. Obviously, CIGA Design is a Chinese company. The movement does appear to be from a seagull, and it is then fully kind of customized and adjusted by CIGA Design to fit into this watch. It does appear to have about 40 hours power reserve from my testing, so pretty good. Really like the orange on the case. Really like that orange second hand. Legibility, obviously this isn't a super legible watch, but as you kind of look, there are some cues kind of on the case that make it a little bit easier to read at a glance. Obviously, the 12 o'clock position is marked by your triangle up here. This first notch is 1 o'clock. Your second notch in the case over here is 2 o'clock. You've got a little marking for 3. This notch is 4. This little notch, 5. Got another little marking down here for the 6 o'clock position. This is 7. This is 8. 9. This notch is 10. This one's 11. And then back to 12 o'clock. When you kind of keep in mind the little notches on the outer side of the case, it does make it a little bit easier to see the time at a glance. But really nice look, nice shot, that movement. Some really good views provided by that nice sapphire crystal. Don't believe there's any AR treatment on there, but you do get some nice shots of that skeletonized movement. There is a little bit of loom on the ends of the handset as well as on that X. But really, really cool looking watch. Gives the appearance of something kind of like a Richard Mille or some other higher end skeletonized watches that have a much higher price tag. Full retail price on these from the CIGA Design website is $399 US. You can find them on Amazon for a little bit cheaper. And I will put a link to the Amazon and also an affiliate link with the share a sale with CIGA Design, where if you were to purchase one of these from that link, it does help out the channel. Would greatly appreciate that. Like the nice Papa orange color on the sides. On the other side of here, you do have the Gorilla. This is the X Series Gorilla, kind of modeled after kind of the robust and muscular nature of a gorilla. I think they do a good job with that. See on the back, you do have quick release spring bars on this silicone strap. It also comes with a nylon strap, kind of a single pass NATO style nylon strap. You also do have a signed CIGA design on your buckle. Got a couple floating keepers on this strap. You can see a shot of the movement in the back. You do have it says CIGA Design Customized Movement CDO1 on there. And it is an interesting looking movement. It's not unattractive. Gives you a nice shot on the back there. But definitely really cool if you're kind of interested in how a mechanical watch operates. You can see all the components of the movement operating. You can see the mainspring winding when you wind the crown up there at the top. Just really cool watch. Really cool design. Definitely have enjoyed wearing it. Again, great wrist presence. Really a conversation starting piece. A lot of people are like, hey, what is that you're wearing? It's definitely an attention grabber, and it is something that I definitely recommend if you're looking for a top quality mechanical watch with a skeletonized movement. I think CIGA Design is where it's at for that, especially at the price point. I would say I feel like the build quality on these is pretty darn good. No issues at all with the operation of the watch. Cool design, solid build quality construction. The silicone strap, very comfortable. Definitely have enjoyed my time with the watch, and I would recommend you checking it out if you're interested in this style of watch. Let me give you a shot of what it looks like on my 7.5 inch wrist. Also kind of a comparison of it versus the Z Series. Pretty similar in size. The Z Series is more of like kind of tonneau style, K-shape. Also a very cool watch. Give you a look at what the X Series looks like on my 7.5 inch wrist. It is not a small watch, but I don't believe that it wears too large. I think there's some definite room there if you have a wrist that's a little bit smaller than mine. Got to remember your lug to lug and a square watch wears a little bit differently than a round watch. And your lug to lug on this, while your diameter across is approaching that 45 millimeter mark, your lug to lug is still only 48 millimeters. So it's not going to overhang your wrist. It's going to wear very nicely and very comfortably. But there you can see on my 7.5 inch wrist how it looks. But the CIGA Design X Series, very cool watch. If you liked the video, maybe give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.